I thought you were waiting.
No, I'm
I'm Christopher.
I'm Olivia.
This is Henry.
This is Bella.
And we're the Jacksons. So we wanted to document this process of what we're doing for our memory, and also to help y'all out if you're currently in the same process that we're in and deciding to take this route. So you take it from here.
Well, a couple of years ago, we moved here and we actually renovated a trailer that is sitting across the street, a mobile home that's sitting across the street, and it has served us well, but it's starting to have a few issues because of it being renovated. And so we just knew that it was time to do something different. The plan has always been to be over here on our land. We bought 3 acres back in January, and so this year we started trying to do the process of building our house, and since this is family land in our minds, that meant it had to be our forever home, because it's not like we're just gonna sell family land. And so we started the process of the forever home, and we got word a couple months ago, or like a month ago.
Yeah, we had our floor plan drawn up and everything like that. We were ready to pull the trigger on it, and then we talked to a couple of builders, got some quotes back, and much to our dismay, it was just a lot more than our budget.
Our budget
it was well over our budget due to like wood costs, concrete, and just inflation in general. And
we knew it was going to be more just because of everything going on, but it was just well above what we thought. And since it's our forever home, we don't really, if it was just like we were building a house somewhere, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But with the plan for it to be our forever home, there were just compromises that we really didn't want to make. And so we were pretty bummed because we were really excited and had spent many months to get to that point. Thinking that there was finally, like, we were about to do the thing. And so we were pretty bummed, took a step back and just tried to reevaluate and come up with some options. We had a couple options, and one was just to get another single wide or get a double wide and put it where we are now. We had thought about getting a modular home.
Modular home.
We had thought about doing something over here.
I think it was either putting the double wide over here or keeping it where we're at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or moving to the city, which we didn't want to do.
We didn't want to do that.
At this point, we're not civilized enough. Civilized enough to live in the city.
Exactly.
And so we had thought about a barn dominium actually at some point, but they as well are just kind of expensive. And my dad actually, through all of our lamenting, mentioned building just basically like a little apartment in a pole barn. And so just kind of like, in my mind, it's like a mini barn dominium. And I
call it a barnment.
A barnment. And so I think that's what we're going to do. I guess there's still the potential for hiccups, even though I pray not.
I thought there are going to be hiccups. Just how we handle them is what's going to be the big thing, you know?
Yeah. Well, hopefully no hiccups that prevent us from doing this. And so through trying to figure this out, we had been looking on YouTube and on Pinterest and stuff like that, trying to get ideas, get inspiration, and there was some of that, but just
nothing like what we're trying to do.
Not like what we really wanted to see. And so we thought that's why we started sharing about it, because in case anyone else needs to do something like this or wants to do something like this, maybe it can be a resource or just something that's a fun way to be like, oh, we're not alone in this, or this is a good idea, or here's how it really could work. So that's what this is. That's why we're gonna be sharing the process with y'all as good as we can, and a little of our backstory as well. So the plan, I guess we can tell them kind of where we're at.
we kind of have a general idea of what kind of floor plan, if you will, or kind of layout that we want. We're thinking about, in case you're wondering, a 36 by 40 pole barn equals out to about a 1,500 square foot house.
And we're not 100% sure on the square footage, because once we do this will stay on our property, and it will become
a guest house,
like a guest house, or just like an extra flex space. And so we want it to be big enough that we are comfortable in it for years to come, and as our family grows and stuff like that, and to have his family come and stay, but not too big to where when we do build our forever home or whatever we decide to do, that it's just a whole nother house to have to deal with, because that's not the purpose of it. It's not supposed to be a house, because it's supposed to be like an in-between.
Yeah, supposed to be.
So we're not sure about the size of it yet.
Yeah, so we're meeting with the guy this upcoming Thursday to talk. We're gonna give him an idea of what kind of floor plan we want, how we want the layout to be. And he has a computer software that he can put it on and everything like that. And we're gonna pick his brain and everything like that. And hopefully, I told him we want to get started as soon as possible with this process and everything. And so kind of I'll jump back a little bit. We were talking to a guy who, really, really nice guy, him and Olivia were supposed to meet last Monday to meet him at a 1,200 foot barn dominium he's building, and see.
That's another size we've thought about.
That's another size we've thought about, and I said, okay, great. I texted him right after our conversation about the address, nothing. Texted him again, another question, nothing. Called him 3 times the day we were supposed to meet him, nothing. Sent him a text,
his
nothing.
Voicemail box wasn't set up.
His voicemail box wasn't set up, and now we haven't heard from him, and it's been almost a full week since that.
But we have seen that he's been active on social media, so we know that he's alive somewhere.
Yeah, so that was a bummer. That was a real big bummer, and he would pretty much be the one putting on the pole barn, doing the contracting, everything like that.
It would have been a one-stop shop.
Exactly. So the person we're meeting with Thursday, they just provide the shell of the pole barn. So we would have to pay for the shell for them to drop it off here, and then they will help us find a contractor to like put the walls up, put the sheetrock in, and things like that, get it fully built and plumbed and everything like that. So that's just sounds like a headache to me, but let's hope that it's not going to be as much of a headache as I'm expecting, honestly. But
well, and speaking of like the plumbing and stuff, another reason that this is backtracking a little, but another reason that we decided not to do another single wide or double wide, because we went and looked at some, and they're super expensive right now too.
Yeah, and they depreciate.
And if we put one where we are now, we would be no closer to like getting things set up over here, and it would probably be a similar cost for something that would not benefit us long term. And so if we do this pole barn over here, we'll have to run electricity, run water, get a septic, all of that stuff out here, which we'll need eventually for the house anyway. And so it's investing into that, an expense that we won't have to do later.
Yep. We could put a fence up around the property.
We can just be over here, start doing the things that we want to do over here a little bit easier. And so that also played into a factor. I just forgot to mention that. But we're thinking that the barn is actually going to kind of sit right here, and we'll also need a barn later, and so it kind of helps with that too.
Yeah, exactly.
We're thinking that the barn's going to kind of sit right about here, and then it'll be like the apartment part, and then it will be
where we park our cars,
the barn part. And so we'll, for now, park our cars in there. If we get like a gator or whatever you want to call them, or
mule, gator, side by side, whatever you want to say,
we can park all of that in there and have that space and have our, just utilize that space as well. And then later, I ran out of words.
No, but we just want to have it here, and if we end up, whether it be building a traditional conventional house, or if we do a bigger barn dominium, we could maybe connect it, and then I called it a barnchin.
Have a little barnchin. So my camera battery was dead when we got out here, so we started using my phone, and my phone storage is full. So that's why we look a little different. But we just wanted to wrap it up. We're pretty much done, but we just wanted to say bye.
Yeah, wanted to say bye, and you'll hear more from us, I guess, after Thursday to kind of see what we talked about, and we'll have some notes that I'm sure she'll take some notes and everything like that, just to kind of give you the rundown of our meeting with the guy. But
whenever we have enough to update you on.
Yeah, I guess that's better. We'll have enough to update you on.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for watching till the end, and like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.
Okay, bye.